Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I'm trying something different. I'm making my own illustrations. During the Chinese New Year celebrations, I went to visit one of my grandaunts who is around 90 years old, and she told us a rhyme that she had learned as a child. So before I share it, just a quick note. The rhyme uses old-fashioned language about body size. I don't support that message, and I'm sharing it only to explore the layers behind it. Today would be seen as body shaming, and I want to be clear that I don't endorse that. What interests me is how something that seems simple on the surface can actually have many layers once we look more closely. Just like how Jack and Jill went up the hill sounds straightforward, but we don't really know what was at the top of the hill, how far they walked, or why they went together. So the rhyme goes like this from what I remember. Fatty fatty bom bom, curi curi jagong, mata mata tangkap, pergi rumah pasong. So first, what are the facts that we know? There was a plus-size person who stole some sweet corn. They were caught by the police and taken to the local police lockup. What do we not know about the story? Number one, why is the protagonist stealing sweet corn? That they are greedy and got fat from eating stolen sweet corn is an assumption, only because the rhyme starts by telling us about this plus-size person, and the next phrase has some food item, and our brains link the two. Maybe they were stealing the sweet corn to feed their pet goat. Maybe they own a biofuel plant, unintended pun, and they need more corn. Number two, why steal instead of pay for the sweet corn? Maybe they had no money. We do not know where the sweet corn was stolen from. It could be from a field, a supermarket, the auntie's fridge where she had kept pieces of boiled sweet corn. Number three, we also do not know about the protagonist. We only have a snapshot in time now, and the only information we're given is that they are a plus-size person. Maybe they are now slightly overweight, and they used to be much heavier, and they had successfully lost weight by keeping to a strict diet of sweet corn. And I just realized we don't even know if they're a human. The story could be about a wild boar who was causing damage by eating a farmer's corn, and then the police locked it up overnight until it could be released back into the jungle the next day. Number four, the conclusion of the story. If we again assume that the protagonist is a human, the common assumption is that being locked up is not the intended result. But what if they were in a situation where being locked up was the preferred outcome? Maybe they were under threat from a rival who wanted to harm them. Being locked up meant being safely isolated somewhere for a period. Or what if they were undercover boss? The police chief from another region being transferred to this place. They disguised themselves as a resident, and then they stole some sweet corn to test if the local police would catch the shoplifters. And then the local police did very well. Then a few days after the protagonist was released with a warning, they returned to the town as the new police chief and congratulated the new team. In fact, they also didn't really steal the sweet corn because the farmer was in on the plan too. So that's the rhyme my grandaunt shared. I don't support the message in it, but I find it fascinating because it shows how easily we fill in the blanks without even realizing it. A few simple lines can trigger a whole story in our minds, even though we actually know almost nothing about what really happened. And that's what I enjoy, taking something that looks straightforward and discovering how many different interpretations appear once we start asking questions. It's a bit like the kueh lapis that we eat during Chinese New Year. On the surface, it looks simple. But then once you slice into it, you see all the layers that were always there. So sometimes the things we grew up with are exactly like that. Familiar on the outside, but full of hidden layers when we look a little closer. So that was today's episode. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And as always, thank you for watching and remember to like and subscribe. Bye!